six, five, four, three, two, one.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Pop Culture Minefield. I'm here to play, and I'm Gary, to play some Blade Runner from 1997, the Academy Award winning game by Westwood Studios. And of course, my friend Zach's here has stepped in to help with the chat if we've got chat going on tonight. And it looks like we already have some. Well, from Zach himself. Well, hello. And then, or do your own voice. Do your own voice, Zach.
Hello.
It sounded happier. And Heleno is here. I forget, Heleno, where are you from? Oh, and Jacob is here again. What's up, Jacob? Jacob, where are you from too? Yeah, both of you are from different places. It'll take me. I'm slow. I'm so slow. I'm old. I'm an old guy, and I forget shit really easily.
Remember that $100
Portugal. That was it. Portugal. And oh, Martin is here. Martin, ¿qué tal, mi amigo? Hola. I am. I just started taking. What is that software called where you learn a new language? Rose something.
Rosetta Stone?
Rosetta Stone. Yeah, I just started taking it, learning Spanish. I learned German and some French and some Chinese. And it's about time I learn a language that actually will get me someplace. So if you want to go ahead, Zach, you can take Martin's comment down and get some practice. He's taking over, managing the chat and basically helping me direct the shows. So as you see, the Blade Runner screen is up. But before we start playing, I thought I'd talk about a few things dealing with the game. It was produced by Warner Brothers, the movie, but it was not produced by this. That's that piece of shit, Walter Hamada. I hate that guy. Or as Beetlejuice would say, I hate that guy. Let's see. So we've got some of the cast. Let's talk about the cast. There we go. Got the pictures ready. This is the actor who plays Ray McCoy, the replicant hunter, Reptitech. His name is Mark Bengehofen, a little German, I think. And then, of course, this gentleman everybody knows from the Goldbergs. That's Jeff Garlin. He plays the voice of Lieutenant Edison Guza. And this lovely lady is Lisa Edelstein. I had the pleasure of becoming friends with her for years because of this game. I did her first major interview for bladezone.com, and we just got along. And we talked a lot for years until she got famous, and then I just left her alone. I'm sure she would have responded to my emails, but that would have weirded me out. But she's awesome as Dictora. Mark Ralston, everybody remembers him from Aliens. And he was such a good character in that film. And he's played cops, soldiers, bad guys, good guys. He's all over the map on TV and film. I like him as an actor. One of my favorite things he did was The X-Files. And then one of the smaller roles, but important and pivotal to the story, is Lucy Devlin. She's a female replicant, 14-year-old. She was played by Polly Perrette. Everybody knows her from NCIS as the goth punk girl. She got shit canned off the show. because, well, I kind of understand her concern, but at the same time, um, some of the things she did and said about pit bulls on the set was not cool because I love pit bulls. They're wonderful dogs and they're a lot friendlier than people give them credit for.
That's an owner
But
problem, not a dog problem.
yeah, her problem is really with Mark, the producer star of the show, and Mark Harmon. And for some reason, she stepped over a line with him, and he stepped over a line with her, and things did not go well, and she went away. Her final scene was done without him on the set because they refused to work together at that point. So, but that's the major stars, and then of course, um, we had some returns like Sean Young did return to play Rachel, and Joe Turkel made an appearance as the voice and appearance of Eldon Tyrell. The whole thing was written by David Yorkin. That's Bud Yorkin's son. And Bud Yorkin, of course, is part of the Blade Runner partnership that produced the original film. Um, he's got a bad reputation. Let's see, what do we got here? Um, Zach's what? I'm just finding this out. It's true. Hey, the guy from Curb Your Enthusiasm. Yes, Jeff Garlin. He's one of my favorite. I loved him as a stand-up comedian. And back in the late '90s, early 2000s, I saw one of his routines, and I just died laughing. I'm like, who the hell is this guy? He's hilarious. Um, let's see. Get to let the stuff incredible, excellent, and I'm trying to think if there's anything really interesting. Oh, and um, oh, I just forgot his name. Um, James Hong returned to play Hannibal Chu. Um, Brian James made an appearance as Leon, and this is just before he died too. Um, and William Sanderson, who's a good friend of mine, played JF Sebastian, also returned to do the voice. So they got a lot of the cast back to do voices. Of course, almost did not return. They had somebody else do Gaff for the game. Uh, he's selective of what he works on, and I don't blame him. Everybody was just happy to get a paycheck. He was focused on art, and that's almost, man. He's an artist. Let's see. Anything
Gary,
interesting? Yeah.
what did they win the Academy Award for?
It was the Video Game Academy Award. It's not part of the cinematic world. It's just
Oh,
video games, and they got best game
oh, cool.
in 97, and they deserved it. I mean, this game sort of started it. The next game to really focus on the feelings of the player, the because it's an RPG, and you as a person are putting your feelings on. I want this character to do this. He'll react to this situation this way, and so you actually could change the outcome of the game by uh, deciding. This was way before Fable, and the two games that really kind of started that was this game, Blade Runner, and the Thing video game based on John Carpenter's The Thing, which was a great video game. Both of them I played on PC, and and I just think they were great additions to the movies they were associated with. There are some silly things in here. I laugh at it because it is funny, but some of Ray McCoy's dialogue is just so 1940s. Sounds like something a private detective would say in the 40s, not in 2019, but still, fuck, I enjoy the shit out of it. Um, Anybody have any questions before we move forward? We're going to be starting with Act Two, and I think this is going to be a lot of fun. Again, if any of you guys spot me missing something or feel that I've forgotten something before doing something, please feel free to say something. I appreciate it more than you know. And okay, Zax, you are now in charge of that, and I'm going to let the game take over the main screen, and we're going to go background. Woohoo! And start Act 2.
No messages. I'm in demand.
Nothing there. Go outside, take a look, see how the weather is today. Man, it sure is lonely here in Los Angeles in 2019. Damn, those are some big chains.
Is this point and click for everything, or do you use your
Yeah, it's point
board?
and click.
Okay.
And I can make him run just by clicking faster. And I will have him come here, run, grab some dog food, give him a treat.
Here you go, baby. Dinner time.
We'll come over here and check Esper, see if we got anything added to it, because I forget what all we found. No, we already went through all of these. Okay, so yeah, we'll just get the hell out of the apartment.
Your floor number, please.
Let's go to the ground floor, see what's going on down there. I know there's nothing. Eventually, these will open up. You'll be able to go down here, go, oh, wait, it's unlocked now. Oh, that's the police station. We can just go straight to the police station. I forgot about that. Now, if you know anything about Los Angeles, technically he lives where the tunnel is, the LA tunnel.
I've been to LA once for a couple weeks, just before the um, closing of things. Uh, Fun trip, nice city, weird place, but um, very varied population.
Definitely. All right. Is that Gaff? I think that's Gaff right there.
Hey,
Go home and get some rest. I'm sure you need it.
what do you know?
Zero that would interest you, Detective.
Let's go see if Harry Bryant's in, even though we know he's not. It's going to be Gouza if he's in there at all. And in real life, the train station, Union Station, the office right here was built in front of the bathrooms. That was cool. I've been there. It's a very cool place.
Bryant go on permanent leave and you get full use of the office, Lieutenant?
You'd be amazed at how accommodating a man can be after his hemorrhoids get lanced. You really been surprising the troops around here, kid. Gaff says you worked at retirement like a champ.
Just doing the job.
Yeah, well, don't get too cocky. Those sixes can be damn unpredictable.
That I know.
Payments is wiring the advance to your account as we speak.
How much?
Couple hundred chinion, enough to buy a sandwich or two. We gotta hold back the rest until the lab does the autopsy. Paperwork, you know. Shouldn't take more than a couple of days.
So the check's in the mail.
Hey, don't worry. The boys upstairs want to keep our best and brightest happy. Any idea what you want to spend it on?
I was thinking maybe a companion for my animal at home.
Forget that. Buy yourself something nice. Once you start carving up that juicy bacon, kid, the taste never goes away. The great things in life, believe me, you'll just be wanting more and more.
Yeah, he sounds like an asshole. Anything else touchable? No. No. That's it. Gotta go. True. Well,
Brian
ask
go on permanent leave and you get full use of the office, Lieutenant?
You know the procedure. Dump it all in the mainframe upstairs, and I'll read it later.
Yes, that's Jeff Garland,
You got it.
the dad off of the Goldbergs. Yeah, I think I'll go back to the apartment. Well, wait a sec. Yeah, I want to go to the apartment because I need my spinner. I gotta fly my spinner in. Like I was saying, his apartment location is right where the tunnel is. So I think that's funny. I think someone wasn't paying attention to
Your
geography.
floor number, please.
Apartments.
Gary, when you were talking about the first Blade Runner movie and learning, you could kind of find your way around the city. You could recognize it, having been there before.
Certain.
Is this
Yeah,
similar?
if you're at a specific locations, like when he's at Union Station or the Bradbury, I know where those places are. And the interesting part is the police station is built on Union, and this would be the tunnel right about right here, because the station actually sits in a square like that, and then this road right here goes into the tunnel. So even this map is off. And of course, that tunnel originally separated greater Los Angeles from the Chinese section. That's where all the non, what's the word I'm looking for? People who weren't from here lived, was on the other side of that tunnel.
Is that from
So,
the railroads when they were building the railroads?
yeah. Well, more than that, opening up shops, working in stores and restaurants. The city was really growing, and so there was just lots of low-level jobs that needed to be done, and people didn't want to pay a lot for it. So immigrants tended to take those jobs, and then they would save up and they would open their own places, which is how Chinese became famous for their um, laundries,
Oh, right.
because they would open them there. And of course, the Chinese mafia was all over the place there on the other side of that tunnel.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, third floor. Check see what's going on here. Oh, he's not here. Click, click, click. Anything? Nothing at all. Got nothing for me. We have to go to the shooting range eventually.
Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete.
Nothing new. We should click on him, see what's going on with his evidence. Photo.
How we live.
This guy lives.
Judging from
Most of them were shot point. This woman says she saw that black paint.
judging from the distance between the print,
About 30 counts of animal.
scratches and paint.
She came to me with the. I'm absolutely certain there's not.
And you know that where is it?
She
Reference
came to
letters
me with a
fake.
reference from Ogilvy's in the Northwest Zone. And he's a very reputable wholesaler.
This is Crystal Steel, badge number BR61354. Still working the explosion at the Tyrell manufacturing plant. It'll take a day or so to analyze the debris, but there's no doubt in my mind that we're dealing with a bomber here. Right now, it looks like the protesters had nothing to do with it. They were in too close proximity to have been in on the deal. No MOs or identities are rolling up just yet, and I'm still going through the inset files to see if any replicant munitions experts are unaccounted for. This is Crystal Steel, badge number BR61354, conducting the interrogation of Spencer Gregorian, leader of CARS, Citizens Against Replicant Slavery, November 22nd, 2019.
I once again asked that my attorney...
Shut it, shitbird. I'm asking the questions. We've already put you on the machine, so we know you're not a skin job.
That term offends me.
Okay, so you're not one of those biomechanical scumbags. And you claim to not know anything about the bombing at Tyrell.
This is true. We advocate equal rights under the law for replicants. We have nothing against Tyrell Corporation for creating them.
That's some sick logic.
The replicants are living organisms, whether people like you like it or not.
This, of course, is something they approach in the Blade Runner 2049.
Culture. They cannot be discounted as such.
Hell, it'd be no skin off my nose if each and every one of them was hosed down for good. You ever see this guy?
Why, yes. Actually, I have. He was present at the protest. He's not part of our group, but outsiders are usually welcome.
How many new faces showed up that day?
Not too many. A handful at most.
Describe them to me.
I don't know if I can.
Oh no? Recording off. Describe them to me again.
Just the Rastafarian fellow. And that friend of his. A slim blonde man, Asian, with a ponytail. Can I see my attorney?
Bravo, Spencer. You've done your civic duty for the day.
All right.
Can you replay those as many times as you want, the clips?
I assume so.
Okay.
One of Tyrell's employees got his fat face splattered all over the marble interior of the Tyrell building. Tyrell's surveillance system recorded the whole shebang. Tyrell security will have the disc for you when you get there. You'll be good, killer.
Thanks, LDG. We're going to give it a try.
How long has that chef worked for you?
Zubin? Just month. Superior chef. Makes all kinds of new sushi.
I checked with UN Air. Looks your rep swung that moon bus massacre last month.
They ever find the moon bus?
Disappeared into thin air. Brian thinks it crashed out in the Kipple.
Howie Lee's. Bryant once got food poisoning there, so he shut it down for a couple.
It's a cool avatar, Jacob.
Yeah, I don't see his KIA info. What were you talking about? I guess is the different versions of him we can have him play. Polite, normal, surly. This, I don't know, the user choice, I don't know. I never fiddled with those before. At some point, they're going to send us over to the Tyrell building to investigate that murder that we witnessed last game. So I guess we'll resume game. All right. This is for the shooting. I guess we can do that now.
Old copies of case files, notices, and memos. The usual station junk. You keeping busy, pal?
Nah, the place has been pretty quiet the last couple of days.
We got
There.
a new weapons shipment?
Yeah, Guzza requisitioned a couple of cases for the assault teams.
Let me guess. He's planning on taking out a small city.
Lieutenant's a big believer in overkill.
Yeah, I doubt they'll do it, Martin, but that would be pretty cool.
I've gotten all I can from that. Hit the lock, Jack.
I guess there ain't no harm in it.
Target and shoot all threats. Do not shoot innocents.
Oh, I can't shoot innocents.
As hostile before shooting.
Am I supposed to do something? It wouldn't let me shoot a second. No, I missed it. Where did that come from? Oh, don't shoot the baby. I didn't see it turn. I was looking up at the female. His hands are empty, I think.
Completed sequence. Proceed to next station.
I think I killed a few innocent people. Oh, she was holding a baby. Damn. I killed a baby. I'm a baby killer. God damn.
I didn't want to say anything, Gerry.
And jerk. Oh, shit.
Completed sequence. Proceed to next
Man, this is
station.
slower than I remember it. Trying to get through this thing.
They probably didn't need this part of the game, really, did they?
No, I can't remember. I think it only plays in helping define who he is. Oh, I guess that was a gun. This guy is never going to turn around. Ooh, shot her in the boob.
I like how he just stands awkwardly with his gun out to the side. Two hands, Deckard.
Oh, I didn't see it up there. I missed that guy. Yeah.
You blew right past 2K subs, Gary. Congratulations.
Yeah, we did. Thank you. Haven't had another one pop up over there yet.
Completed sequence.
Huh.
Proceed to next station.
Where is the next station?
Completed sequence. Proceed to next station. Completed sequence. Proceed to next station.
He's pointing the gun at his head.
Yeah, yes.
It's distracting.
It was not very center mass.
No, definitely not.
Shot him in the shoulder.
That's where Biden would aim.
Yeah, I tell you, you got a shooter in the taint. She smells good. Mm.
Okay, are you waiting for them to pull a gun before you shoot? Is that what that is?
Yes.
Okay.
Once I see the gun, I know they're a threat.
Okay.
Completed all sequences. Proceed to exit.
Let's go see the score. Ha ha, motherfuckers. Wait.
Not bad.
Oh, no, it's just back in the same place. Hey, Archer.
Mainframe and shooting range. Ground floor. Lockup.
You're Spencer Gregorian, right?
No. I really think my lawyer should be here.
I'm gonna give you a little test.
The other detective, she already tested me earlier today.
Uh-huh. Look, I gotta check out the equipment, and you're the only stiff around.
I object to this treatment. If you'll just call my lawyer, he'll take care.
Your lawyer would tell you I got the authority to VK the mayor if I want. And he'd have to smile and nod and kiss my butt until I cleared him. So sit down. Reaction time is a factor in this, so please pay attention. Where do you live?
3rd sector, uptown.
Nice neighborhood?
Very. Is this going to take long?
Just keep your pants on, Spencer. A man dressed in rags approaches you on the street and asks for money.
I tried to help him, of course. Buy him dinner or take him to a shelter.
You're visiting the dentist. At the receptionist's desk is a huge bowl of fresh-cut flowers.
That's illegal, isn't it? I'd mention it to the secretary.
You're at a restaurant with friends. One of them orders lobster. The chef drops the lobster into the tub of boiling water while you watch.
Are you trying to make me sick?
What's the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to you?
I'm not answering that.
You're on a farm. You get into the pen to feed the pigs. In their excitement, the animals knock you down into the mud. Using a butcher knife, you slit the throat of the nearest sow. You're covered in blood as you stumble to your feet.
My God. You know, I actually feel sorry for you, Detective McCoy. The lack of empathy. Have you ever taken this test?
I don't need to. I know what I am.
So do I.
You rent a mountain cabin. On the wall, someone has hung old maps and Currier and Ives prints. A deer's head is mounted above the fireplace. A full stag with developed horns.
I'd leave.
You see an oversized book with pictures of exotic animals on the cover. The title is Big Game Hunting in Zaire.
Let me guess. Pictures of dead animals inside.
Curious, you flip it open. There's a picture of a man standing with his foot on a dead Cape buffalo. You find yourself fascinated. You keep paging through it, seeing picture after picture of animals laid to waste, each more gruesome than the last.
These questions are becoming predictable, Detective.
You're crying. Why is that?
Crying? It's nothing to be ashamed of. I might cry for any number of reasons.
I'll bet. You suddenly feel the urge to commit suicide.
I love life too much to commit suicide. You wouldn't know about that, would you?
Positive result. Subject is human. Test terminated.
I got some more questions for you. Lot of people involved in your cause, Spencer?
Yes, sir, we're growing fast. As more and more people realize that replicants have cognitive and emotional legitimacy, the Citizens Against Replicant Slavery will spearhead the movement towards...
Save the pitch for someone who gives a shit.
We're peaceful people, Detective. We live by a code that men like you could never understand.
Try me.
2 centuries ago, humans were held in slavery. Brave souls formed an underground railroad.
So, you help replicants escape the city.
I'm talking figuratively, Detective.
Sure you are.
We're not children, Detective. We have resources. The world is changing. People are waking up to the injustices perpetrated by a sick society that you have helped...
A lot of them will wake up dead if reps are allowed to run amok on Terra, jerk. I got some more questions for you. Tell me about your protest at Tyrell's plant.
I already told that other detective everything. Under duress.
I want to know about the people who were there. The Rastafarian and the Asian guy with the sunglasses.
I don't know them.
Were they together?
They seem to be. I saw them talking.
Before or after the explosion?
Before. I didn't see them at all after. That's all I know, I swear. I wouldn't even know where to find explosives. I'm not a violent man.
Of course you aren't. You just want to let replicants walk the streets.
They're not killers, detective. They're innocents. They just want to live a decent, productive life like you or me.
It's that simple, huh? You keeping busy, pal?
Please leave me alone. My migraine's acting up.
They were supposed to get a call to go to
Laboratory. Ground floor.
the Tyrell building. I can't remember what we need to do to trigger that. So I'm going to go back to talk to Guza, see if that's. Oh, Guza's gone. Ah.
What do you know?
Zero that would interest you, detective.
Lockup. Mainframe and shooting laboratory.
Let's see if she's back. Nope. Now we can go here now.
McCoy, LPD.
Just a minute.
Where do I go?
Grav test on the east wing, 66th floor. Here's the footage from the security cameras. You get a pretty good look at the man's face.
How'd he get past you guys?
He pretended to be a delivery man. Dr. Eisenduller ordered in a lot, so it didn't seem unusual.
I may have more questions for you later on.
Yes, sir.
One more thing.
I've told you everything I know, detective. I gotta work. These monitors don't watch themselves.
Yeah, it's a tough gig. Someone had tried to access a bunch of protected files on the Tyrell network and failed, not just once, but a dozen times. Tyrell engineers might forget their passwords, but what would the Grav Lab boys need with replicant DNA sequences and incept dates?
Hey, Jacob, what's up, man? Keith's not here right now. Yo, Curtis.
I couldn't even begin to guess what Eisenduller's password was. Wrong again, and this time I was locked out. Tyrell security was even better than I'd heard. The earring was shaped like an insect. I didn't know much about jewelry, but it looked like junk to me, like the cheap crap sold at the stands and shops of Animoid Row.
That's it.
Jesus.
I've seen worse, but not by much.
Learn anything?
You could strain him through a sieve.
A takeout box from Kingston Kitchens. The dog collar has a name on it. Ricky, maybe? I'd seen more dead animals than live ones in the last 24 hours, and now it was dogs. 3 of them. I thought about Maggie and nearly threw up. I'd seen more dead animals than live ones in the last 24 hours, and now it was dogs. 3 of them. I thought about Maggie and nearly threw up. Obviously, he'd been killed with an explosive, and not just because he'd been plastered on the wall with 1,000 strokes. The detonator wire I pulled out of his skull told the whole story, but I wondered why the killer didn't just shoot him. This hearing yours?
Maybe it belonged to that other cop who was up here, the babe with the shades and the cigarettes.
Ain't her style. Call her babe to her face, you're liable to end up with a severe limp. You spot anything you think I ought to know about, tell me.
Absolutely.
Disgusting. Disgusting. You spot anything you think I ought to know about, tell me.
Absolutely.
Looks like it. Touch the dog again.
I'd seen more dead animals than live ones in the last 24 hours, and now it was dogs. 3 of them. I thought about Maggie and nearly threw up. You spot anything you think I ought to know about, tell me.
Absolutely.
Nothing.
Yep, nothing else.
Lagging behind again?
Gouza didn't say anything about me working with a partner.
Oh, in a pig's ass, Slim. No, I'm following up on my own. Could be it's linked to this Tyrell debacle.
How's yours connected to mine?
I'm still putting the pieces together. It's all stored in Esper's mainframe. You hear about the Moonbus massacre?
Gaff mentioned it.
Could be our cases are overlapping. I might keep you posted.
Do that. You know anything about Tyrell's computer system?
Security's tight as a drum, if that's what you're asking.
Somebody tried to access restricted data from the terminal in Dr. Eisendoller's office.
But they couldn't get in.
Yeah. Looks like Dr. Tyrell keeps his files safer than he keeps his employees. You friendly with Eisendoller?
Most of the employees I see coming in morning and night, but old Marcus, Dr. Eisendoller, he almost never left his lab.
He afraid of somebody?
I think it had something to do with the air outside and the germs. I once heard him complain about it.
Smart. What was his job?
Grub test chief engineer. The lab runs tests to see how a replicant would perform in different planetary gravitational fields. That kind of thing. One of the other engineers could tell you more.
How do I get in to see the big boss?
You don't, unless he wants to see you.
Okay. How do I make him want to see me?
Well, you could call his personal assistant.
Who is?
Don't know offhand.
Yeah, I get the picture. You know if anyone lost an earring like this one lately?
Not one of the employees, that's for sure. The boss enforces a strict dress code around here.
How did Eisendoller's moo fit in?
Yeah, you know, company rules only apply to the lesser mortals.
I may have more questions for you later on.
Yes, sir.
I may have more questions for you later on.
Yes, sir.
I'm wondering if I should go back to the police station before I come here. I need to check, see what's on that that disc. I can do it there or at the house. Yeah, I'll just go to the police station.
Laboratory. Mainframe and shooting range.
During his last election campaign, Governor Kolvig promised a bold new plan of action to clean up the worst regions of the highly toxic debris that surrounds our city, the so-called kipple. Just how much progress has been made since then? We spoke to the governor just before his weekly meeting with the city council.
Our studies have shown that the kipple's effect upon Los Angeles is minor. The radiation and toxic waste is contained in relatively small
Of course,
pockets,
Kipple
all
is from the
miles
book.
distant from the city center. Nevertheless, cleaning things up out there is a worthwhile goal, especially with the thousands of specials living on the city fringes. For now, all I can say is that we're looking at several options, and I'm sure everyone will be pleasantly surprised by our final proposal.
Oh, Steele beat me already. Look at that.
Uploading.
Screw that guy.
Downloading.
Screw what guy?
Database.
The one that beat my score in the game?
Yeah, Steele.
That's her. The female. The rep detective.
Of course it was.
Mhm.
Scanning video disk. One enhanceable image found. Adding enhanceable photographs to Kaya database. Tyrell Grav Test Lab.
The earring was shaped like an insect. I didn't know much about jewelry, but it looked like junk to me. Like the cheap crap sold at the stands and shops of Anemoid Row. Give me a hard copy of that. The dog collar has a name on it. Ricky, maybe? Give me a hard copy of that.
I guess nothing.
A takeout box from Kingston Kitchens. Give me a hard copy of that.
Ten.
A bomb. Give me a hard copy of that.
It's a
That's an unfortunate looking person.
Don't blame me. I'm just badly generated in a video game.
Nice outfit, though.
I mean, look at that leg.
That's not bad.
I don't know if we're gonna get anything else off of this. Howie Lee's. Yeah. The takeout boxes.
Yeah, the guy liked to eat.
I feel like that we're supposed to be getting something off of him.
Oh, there's. I just noticed the other dogs.
It doesn't seem to be interested in anything dealing with him. I think that's odd to include him in the image and him not being important.
Nothing in his hands either.
No. What it is the Esper uses light and light refraction, light reflection to determine what something looks like on the opposite side. That's how Deckard was able to inspect the room in the photograph in Blade Runner. He was able to move around a wall by using a reflection in a mirror and uncurving it and then showing what was in there. It's really weird. Esper comes from the word ESP. it's one of the things from the book, and I like it. The Esper is borderline psychic with its ability to determine things that are in a room. Is it's just I don't think there's anything else. What are these? Maybe they're important. It's bottled. I don't see anything else. I don't know if you guys see something I'm missing. Let me know. I think I've pretty much. I mean, that's Pete's box. We looked at that.
There's nothing obvious.
There's nothing. I looked at all this stuff. All right.
Would you know if you missed something? Like, would they let you progress if you missed it?
Yeah. Well, if it's something important, no, you won't be able to progress.
Okay.
So that's how a lot of people ended up like, I don't know what I'm doing. And they would go out and buy the book. I never got the book, the guide.
Oh, I remember those. Yes.
I got through the entire game without a book. Like I'm doing right now. I'm doing it without a book. Let's see. Photographs.
Kingston Kitchens. That's down in Kingston Kitchens. That's down in The earring was shaped like the dog collar has a name on it. Ricky? The dog. The detonator wire I pulled out of his skull told the whole story. But the earring was shaped like an insect. I didn't know much about jewelry, but it looked like junk to me. Like the Someone had tried to access a bunch of protected files on the Tyrell network and failed. Not just once, but a dozen times. Tyrell engineers might forget their passwords, but what would the GravLab boys need with replicant DNA sequences and insect dates?
This is Crystal Steel, badge number. This is Crystal. Describe them to me again.
Just the Rastafarian fellow. And that friend of his. A slim blonde man, Asian, with a ponytail.
Now that I've gone through the evidence, I'm going to go down and see if Goose is back. You fool. Run. Hey, man, there's no running in here. Shut up.
The goons over at the Tyrell building wouldn't let me talk to their boss. Maybe you can set up a meeting.
It's Goldberg's dad.
Company who knows anything?
Yeah.
You and I both know it's a one-man show over there.
I'll give it a try, kid. I'll have to pull some strings, so don't go in there half-assed. Make sure you got some legit questions for the resident genius.
Appreciate it, Lieutenant. Sorry to bother you, Lieutenant. I was just checking in.
We'll get back out there. Those reps ain't
Hey,
retiring
there's something on the
themselves.
table.
Yeah, suicidal
desk.
targets would make my job a lot easier.
Everybody's got a job, kid. Get out of here before I throw my desk at you. Get out of here before I throw my desk
It's important, whatever it is. I got to come back when he's not around. Run, you fool, run. Oh, wait.
Hey, pal.
Roof. Laboratory.
Nope, he's not back.
Laboratory. Mainframe and ground floor. Laboratory. Roof.
I just realized there's no number on the side of the vehicle. Let's head back to Runciter, see if there's anything.
Locked.
All right.
Nothing even remotely interesting, but hell, if I was going to root through trash, my expectations weren't too high.
The door is open now.
Yuck.
Look at that.
Totally uninteresting. Totally uninteresting.
Let's go have a look upstairs.
Locked.
Gary, did you ever play the original Resident Evil game?
Yes.
Reminds me somewhat of that with just the
Ray
camera
McCoy,
angles.
D-Tex. McCoy, LPD.
Less zombies, though.
McCoy, LPD. Does this badge mean anything to you? I need to ask you.
Non-playable characters. All right. We'll head to Animal Grove. Oh, shit. Here comes that jackass. Should have waited a few seconds, damn it.
That video ad is a nice touch in the background.
You know who deals in insects down here?
You don't want insects? They're no good companion. But fish. Fish are good. I have every kind of fish for you. Blowfish, dorado, miniature sailfish. Very friendly.
No, thanks. I got a dog at home.
Fish just as good as dog.
No, my dog is real.
Real? Oh, you must make lots of money.
Let's get back to insects. Official LPD business.
Down at end of Animal Row, you see big green sign? You try there. Good luck with dog, friend. Hope he stays healthy.
Chief. McCoy, LPD. You got anything that's a match for these? Ray McCoy, Rep D-Tex.
What's your favorite cut of the movie, Gary?
Careful, senor. Your poison.
Scorpions?
See? Finest quality. Perhaps you purchased one?
I don't think so. They're beautiful, though. Never seen one before.
Oh, deadly too, senor.
I prefer I like the 82 cut theatrical, not the version we saw in theaters, but the one that was released on VHS and Laserdisc, the full R-rated version.
Excuse me, pal.
But I also very much like what Charlie did with the final cut.
Might I interest you in a snake, Noble One?
Not today, thanks. You know
What
anything
are
about
the,
insects?
what are the major differences with those?
Not, Noble One, save that I feed them to my snakes.
You do what?
Artificial ones, of course. The safeguards in the design of my snakes would not allow them to swallow a real insect.
I assume that this insect is already extinct.
They all died after the war, yes.
So the fakes must be pretty expensive.
If bought in bulk, the price is acceptable. They do not need to eat them, of course, but the added realism is worth every penny. Have you ever seen such craftsmanship?
Right now, I'm more interested in the insect.
Perhaps you should ask the Peruvian woman next door. She's an expert on such things and will cut a wonderful deal to friends.
I need to ask you.
Certainly, the LPD must have better things to do than to question a humble merchant over and over again about the same things. Why aren't you out arresting criminals like that disreputable Bob fellow?
Bob?
He owns the armament shop up the street. He's insane, Noble One, insane. He takes peculiar pleasure in agitating all the vendors around here. I cannot even go out for a Cisco without worrying whether Bob is going to sabotage my snakes.
Thanks for your time. This your work?
Ah, dragon.
Dragon?
See? Anosoptera. Dragonfly late of the American South Swampland.
You sell jewelry with dragonflies?
Item like that, very special significance. Very rare, senor. State item, and most likely part of large collection. Person must have plenty of money to obtain a collection.
More than I can afford.
You try Hawker's Circle. Might want to trade for this. With luck, you may find.
If this is from a collection, I'm also looking for the other pieces.
I make you a deal. I found out where to get dragonfly jewelry. Then you buy a piece, right? For special lady friend, you come back later.
I'll do that.
You take care, chasing the dragon. Handsome man like you has lady friend, of course.
All my girl cares about is food and love.
Oh, how romantic. What is this girl's name?
Meg.
Maggie. Ah, Maggie, senor. It's perfect, is it not?
I'm a little strapped for cash right now.
Too bad for your Maggie, huh?
I don't think she loves me for my money.
You hold on to her like livestock. And one like that is rare.
Don't I know it?
Should I go to Bullet Bob's? Or in here? I think I'll go in here first. Because this is the restaurant.
Oh, where the takeout was from?
Yeah, the Rastafarian.
Okay.
Step up, step up.
I love the logo up there.
Cook you something special. Put a glue
That's a nice touch.
McCoy, LPD. Mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Questions? They always need answers.
This guy work for you?
No, but I wish he do.
He be one fine-looking man.
You sure? Never seen him before.
I'd remembered him for sure.
You
I
send
think
a
she's
lot of
lying.
deliveries over to Marcus Eisendaler at the Tyrell building?
Eisendaler. Oh, Eisendaler, yeah. Let me tell you, that man can't eat.
Send anything over lately?
No, sir. No deliveries to him no more. Not since last month. He be way behind on his bill.
Not for a month, eh?
At least. No more till him pay up.
You may have a little trouble collecting. He's dead. That stew's looking tasty.
Fix you right up. Only 30 chinion. It put a spring in your step, man. The ladies, they be loving you.
Thanks for your time. Does this badge mean anything to you? I got a couple of questions for you, Captain.
First one's on the house. The rest you pay for. You want chit-chat, you hire a hooker. This ain't no social club.
Is that Jeff Garland again?
I don't know who did the voice here, but it threw me when I played the game because in the movie, that's a woman.
Oh.
With the eye patch and everything that's selling the liquor.
Pour me one.
Maybe she identifies as a woman.
One, but one good one.
Well, no, the voice is different. It's actually a female voice.
Pour me one.
Just one?
One, but one good
It almost sounds like Danny DeVito.
Yeah, distinctive.
I guess that's it for there. Cop. Useless. Right.
Private chat when you can, Gary.
Excuse me.
Two minutes. That's how much time I give every stranger that wanders in here off the street.
Minute.
Sell a lot of stuff that way?
I don't encourage browsers. What impresses me are people who know what they want and are not afraid to pay for it.
What's the most expensive thing you got in here?
Value is a relative notion. What's significant to you might be meaningless to me.
And vice versa.
Everything here is guaranteed. The finest, most authentic anyone can get.
Let me tell you what I want, and maybe I'll impress you.
All my paperwork is in order.
Doesn't matter. I don't read anyhow. What's your name?
Easel.
Ever consort with a group called CARS? C-A-R-S?
CARS. What is that?
Citizens Against Replicant Slavery.
I don't have time for such pursuits.
How about Spencer Gregorian?
The same goes for him, whoever he is.
Funny, because he described you to a T. Even down to that stupid little ponytail you got.
It's called a chomagi.
What would you say if I told you Gregorian named you as one of the people who was there when the Tyrell building blew up?
There's a mistake somewhere along the chain of communication.
So, you're denying all involvement?
I won't lie to you, detective. There was a time in my life when I might have been involved with such an organization.
I'm about to
I
wrap up
actually
here.
did.
This
But now, all I care about is my business.
Trump's an hour and a
I am
half.
nothing but a humble salesman.
Humble
Perhaps I can
salesman.
interest you in this camera. 100 years ago, it was a cherished item. Whole families sat for portraits.
I've seen plenty of photographs in my time.
Have you ever seen this?
Oh, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Oh God! In communist Russia, movies watch you.
There were off-world rifles here and more. Grenades, explosives, modern rifles, even some police-issue restricted weaponry. Ezo wasn't some small-time fence, but a big-time arms dealer. The exact arms that renegade replicants would be looking for to survive in the big city. Nothing else there.
I think I'm going to go ahead and save the game here. Let's go to this is save, right? Yep, save. I'm going to go ahead and just do autosave start act 2. No. I want to do. I forget how to do this. New slot. No. There we go. And now I'm going to double check, make sure it's saved. Yep, it's saved. So now I can quit the game. I want to thank everybody for showing up and watching tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun playing the game. I'm very nostalgic about this stuff. So
Thank you for having me. It was fun.
oh, it was great having you, Zax. Just so everybody knows, Zax is going to be one of our show producers. He'll be playing around in the background, highlighting comments, helping me direct each episode. So I'm glad to have you on board, buddy.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll be boomering away back here until I figure it out. But thanks for the opportunity. I appreciate it.
Oh, you bet. Let's pull this up here. So, and these are my new glasses, my little John Lennon glasses. They help me read. These are actually really good glasses, but the bridge sits high on my nose, and I don't like that. It feels weird because then it feels like the glasses are way above my eyes, and they should be sitting like right there. So, but anyway, I want to thank everybody. Curtis, Archer, of course, my buddy Zach's here. Jacob. Um, I'm really curious. Before we leave, where did you guys come from? How did you hear about what I was doing here? Because I'm curious if anybody came from the Blade Runner community. Because I'm posting in all of the Blade Runner groups that I'm in a part of. And because like I don't know Jacob except for from here. And see who else was it that's kind of new to me. Oh, Halino, because I've only seen you guys since I started doing the broadcast. Well, Martin, I'll tell you a little story. When I was in the U.S. Army, um, my buddy John Davis and I discovered our first week of basic training that they issue you, if you wear glasses, you're issued military glasses. And we refer to them as BC glasses, which means birth control glasses, because no woman will fuck a guy wearing those glasses. Hence the name
That's awesome.
BC. And we didn't like those glasses. They were really ugly. It looked like masks. They were just so huge and ugly. And so we, John and I, heard some of the NCOs talking and found out that if you complained about those glasses, you didn't have to wear them, and you got to wear your civilian glasses. And I had little round John Lennon glasses, and he had big wraparound Kumo D glasses. Hence why he got nicknamed in basic training Kumo D by everybody. And oddly, everybody called me at first Captain America because I was a giant, and I look like just your like average American soldier. and had that all-American face, you know, and then they started calling me Ghost because I'm quiet and I walk real quiet, and I'd walk right up on people and startle the shit out of them. So, but anyway, we got to wear civilian glasses, and which made it easier because when you're permanent party, you can wear your regular glasses, but while you're in training, you're supposed to wear the BC glasses. So Davis and I would go out on the weekends. We get a pass during training, and wearing our civilian glasses. The females on the post at Fort Leonard Wood thought we were permanent party, and we got dates. It was awesome. Only guys in basic training to get dates. Well, from our company. I'm from Czech Republic, and I love Blade Runner for the years. I saw you in another stream and thought to give your channel a try. Well, thanks, Archer. I appreciate it. I'm trying to think. It was either the stuff I'm doing with Tom and reading the screenplays, or was it on one of our other friends that we occasionally go on with? Either way, I'm glad you're watching, Archer. Or do you want to go by Jacob? Now, Jacob Kyler. How did you hear about us? I'm just curious. Martin, I know Martin. Curtis, I've seen you in here before. I think I know everybody here except for Jacob the Critic is a friend. But the two that are new to me from only one episode is Halino and Jacob Kyler. And Archer, you are kind of new to me too, because I think I've only seen you like 2 or 3 times. But I'm glad that you guys came. And I want to thank Zach, of course. Zach's got to go. He's got little children. He's got to put to bed. I'll see you later, Zach. You take it easy, buddy. And basically, I'm looking forward to doing this. I'll be here every Tuesday and Thursday playing this damn game until it's done. And then I'm probably going to continue doing it because there are different versions, different endings. So I'm going to try to go back and see if I can alter the changes and see each one of the endings. I think it'll be fun to do that. Let's see. I found you when I search on YouTube for some Blade Runner game videos. Oh, that's really cool. Well, I'm glad you joined us, buddy, and I hope you subscribe. We do our shows. Well, we have a show tomorrow, TGIF, and that's where the whole crew, it's an entire panel where we talk about the latest news. Sometimes we have guests and do interviews, movie directors, actors, trying to get some of my friends in the game industry to jump on here, but they're so shy. And I want to get like Nathan Cheever is a buddy of mine. He's been working in games for years, and he also helped me build Blade Zone, the Blade Runner fan club, back in the 90s. And we've been friends for, almost 25 years. And he does a lot of video game development. And I'd love to get him on here and get him to give us some info. And of course, talk about the industry, how awesome it is, and also how much it sucks. But thanks a lot, guys, for showing up. I appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you guys on Tuesday for the next episode, and where we go find out what's down in that tunnel. Wow. Anyway, y'all take care. I'll see you next time. And as we do with every episode, I'm going to end with my favorite video.
Goodbye, Chuckles. I'll never forget you. Goodbye, Papa. Take care of yourself. Goodbye, Shashaku. I'll always remember you. And I miss you so much. Careful.